So first we need to know the different parts of the unicycle. So we have the wheel, the pedals, the fork and the seat post here. And before you ride your unicycle, it's very important you get the distance from the bottom of the pedal here to the top of the seat post correct. And what you want is this to be a certain height so that when you're sitting on it and your foot is extended all the way as far as it can, you just have a slight bend in your knee. Now I'm going to show you how to get on the unicycle. When you're first starting, it's easiest if you get your back against a wall or a pole or a fence or anything like that. And then you want to move the wheel so that the pedal here is about 45 degrees to the ground. Bring the seat underneath you, and then, sorry, there. So then when you put your first foot onto the pedal and put a bit of weight on it, the wheel will come underneath you, like this. And then you can just hold on to the wall or the lamppost behind you to keep yourself secure. And then you're on the unicycle. Before you get moving on the unicycle, you need to understand sort of what's happening when you are moving. Because this is just one wheel here, if you just pedal forwards, the wheel's going to go there and you're going to fall off backwards. So essentially, what you're doing as you're riding the unicycle is you're constantly falling forwards a bit and then bringing the unicycle underneath you. And so, once again, you're kind of falling forwards and then bringing the unicycle underneath you. That's how you move to a new spot. So when you are riding the unicycle, you constantly sort of have to lean where you want to go before you pedal.
When you're first getting started, try pushing off a wall and see how far you get. Imagine a small string attached to your chest and it's pulling you forwards. Here I'm just getting a feel for the unicycle by moving backwards and forwards slightly. You won't get far at first, but keep trying and you'll get a little bit further every time. See here how I'm quite up straight and have a good posture. The seat post should be an extension of your spine. Here are some tips while riding your unicycle. Look up and forwards where you want to go. It will improve your posture, which helps your balance. Keep pedaling. You might want to instinctively stop, but you have to keep a consistent pedaling speed, smooth and consistent. Count out your pedals aloud if you have trouble with this. Keep your weight on the seat. It is easy to push all your weight through the pedals like you might do on a bicycle and almost stand up on them, but this sacrifices all your control. Keep all your weight going through the seat and just lightly use the pedals. A good phrase to remember is make different mistakes. If you're falling backwards too much, then try leaning forwards more instead. Eventually you're going to find a happy medium and you're just going to keep on going. Don't be afraid to stick out your arms for balance while you're learning. And remember to keep looking up straight and keep all your weight on the seat. Sometimes it's helpful to ride along a fence to give you a bit of support when you're first starting to learn if you don't feel comfortable pushing off onto an open space. You can see that I fell off my unicycle here and I bent the seat sideways. What you always want to check before you go on your unicycle is that the seat is in line with the wheel, otherwise you're not going to be facing forwards and you won't get any balance. Mine has a simple clip here and that's how I'm going to move it, looking down the line of the post to see that it's in the correct position. Here I'm demonstrating how far forwards you lean affects how much faster you have to pedal. You really do have to get a feel for the unicycle and constantly respond and adjust your movement.
Yeah, so it's going to take a bit of consistent practice to get a bit further, but you're going to get further every time. Just remember to look up where you're going, keep pedaling constantly, and always keep your weight on the seat, not the pedals.